pasta vesuviana from Mount Vesuvio, the volcano that caused the destruction of Pompei. We are talking about another Neapolitan recipe, the sister of the Puttanesca. So what's the difference between these two recipes? There are very few differences. The first one is the spice level, which is higher, quindi più peperoncino, so more chili peppers. There are no anchovies in the Vesuviana. The tomato as well is different. In this case, we use something called Piatto tomato, and they have a very distinctive shape, as you can see. It is not just the shape, but also the flavor, the taste of it that is particular. It is quite sweet, but also has a full body like a Samarzano, which is something that I would recommend you to substitute with if you can find it, just like this, guys, you know, those are Samarzanos. Then cheese is the other difference. We have a fresh fior di latte in the Vesuviana, while in the Puttanesca usually there's no cheese, not even Parmigiano. Then there is the oregano that is present in the Vesuviana and not present in the Puttanesca. And speaking of capers, here's the difference between regular capers over here and nonpareil capers over here. Look how huge these guys are, and look how tiny the nonpareil capers are. And guess what? Actually, I don't want to tell you. You tell me which one you think is better, the big one or the small. I know that for some might sound blasphemy, bigger is not better, but actually these guys right here are considered gourmet and they pack a punch. Oh, dimenticavo, una bella cipolla rossa. Alright, that being said, we'll start by making this delicious sauce. I nostri peperoncini. Let's start by chopping our chili peppers. I have 6 chili peppers here. Those are Calabrian chili peppers. They're spicy, not extremely spicy. I wouldn't say like habanero, or more like a jalapeno on steroids. Of course, having a good knife really helps. This is actually an excellent knife. It's a Western style Japanese knife. Nakano. As far as the garlic is concerned, we just want to peel it and crush it. Time to chop the onion. This beautiful red onion. I tend to remove the first layer of the onion, and I'm not talking about the paper layer, but the one right directly underneath that, because I feel even after cooking it, it tends to remain still hard. Questo è grosso. I'm gonna use only half of this onion, otherwise the onion would prevail. Passiamo I pomodori al setaccio. Let's sift the tomatoes, and this is old school. Alright, so we just have to score the tomato and dump it in there. Perfetto, allora questi sono fatti. Let's start our soffritto, which we're gonna use as a base for our sauce. As soon as the garlic is golden brown, we'll remove it, and we're going to put the capers. Oh yes, I smell it already. It's ready. Perfetto, adesso l'aglio ha fatto il suo corso, lo leviamo. Capperi sfrigolanti. I nostri capperi si stanno soffriggendo per bene, adesso aggiungiamo il peperoncino. Sentite che profumo, lo sentite a casa? Questo profumino, oh mamma! Alcuni di questi capperi si spappolano. Lo sfrigorio si è ridotto. È giunto il momento di risentirlo con la cipolla. Adesso è il momento di inserire il pomodoro. We're gonna let it reduce a little bit, and while this is happening, we're gonna cut our fior di latte mozzarella, which has to lose a little bit of the milk that is inside, otherwise it will be too watery for us. Guardate che bella salsina che abbiamo qui. Now we're gonna put the olives, whole olives, pitted of course. I didn't chop them this time. Guardate che bella. For all you guys that don't know what fior di latte is, it's essentially a mozzarella made with cow milk, which is called fior di latte to differentiate that from buffalo mozzarella, which is done with buffalo milk. Look at this beautiful thing. It's handmade, obviously. It's not one of your store-bought mozzarella. This is unbelievable. Bene, facciamolo a pezzetti. Primo assaggio per la sottoscritta. It's from another planet. Perfetto, this has been roughly chopped, and now we're gonna put it away and we're gonna press it just a touch so that it will release some of this water content that we don't want to carry with us, not too much of it. If I press it, lo rifaccio di nuovo, giriamola. The sauce reduced really well. Look how it is right now. Almost perfect consistency. All we need to do now is salt it and reduce it a touch more, while our spaghetti pasta, which is our pasta of choice, are going to boil. Io dico salare perché so già che serve, comunque proviamolo. Well, yeah, it does need salt. It's time to add it. 1, 2, and 3. Do you think I forgot about oregano? No, absolutely not. A little secret about oregano. It's always best to add oregano at the end of the cooking time, because otherwise it tends to get bitter. By the time we put the pasta, we're also going to put the oregano, and of course we're gonna put another good amount of oregano on top of the dish. Guardate, guardate che bello, è veramente una lava. Guardate che bella, guardate come fila. Ecco il nostro vulcano. This is your Mount Vesuvio. Take a look at this.
It's a bad romance.
Sublime. And until the next time, don't forget to subscribe to Piatto and to click the bell. This is unbelievable. Man, if it's tasty.